Hey, it's me again. Well, right now I want to talk about patience. You need to be patient on this journey you're at. It's not easy, but the more you try to rush it, the more you're going to complicate things. Everything is working out according to God's plan. And if you try to use your logic to try and understand, I know you are intelligent, you are smart, you're always thinking logically, you're always trying to add 1 plus 1. The answer is 2, so you're always trying to look out for a logical way out of things. Excuse me, that was a confirmation bird. So, yes, you are smart and thinking logically, but certain things you just have to go with the flow. God knows where you are at. Your ancestors know, they are there guiding you. Angels are there with you. You need to trust the process and be patient. There are times, if you remember in your past, where you were impatient, where you tried to do things your own way. You tried to solve certain problems on your own. You ended up just going deeper and deeper into it. There was a time when I had a deal selling gold. A deal with someone selling gold, 400 grams of gold. It was worth some good money, and my share was 40%. So 40% of those 400 grams of gold was mine. So the person who was coming with the gold took long. I'm the one who knew the buyer. I'm the one who was connected. The person that was coming only had the gold. So what happened was, this person found himself in a situation where the papers that he had expired for moving with those goods, and for him actually traveling with the gold. The papers had expired. So I was like, how much is the fine for that? He was in sales, and the gold was kept by the police. So I talked to the police, released him from there. Again, on another checkpoint, he was caught again with the gold. He was hugging it. So they caught him with the gold. Again, he was arrested. So I did the same thing. I found money, corruption. He was released. He was coming, and then he just received the call to say his son had died. His firstborn son had died. I called him, no, I can't manage. The only child I have is dead, so I need to go back home and cover the funeral expenses and everything. When he went back home, I never heard from him again. But I spent money releasing him from prison, or from cells, sorry, from the police custody. He was released. I couldn't see. I was happy doing the corruption. I was like, once the God comes here, I'm going to cover everything. I even borrowed money from people to say, lend me some money, I'll pay you back. So I was just digging my pit deeper and deeper. Me trying to solve it on my own, trying to use my intellect, talk to the police. I know police are corrupt. I talk to them, try to solve that problem on my own. I was just landing myself deeper and deeper into more problems. I was in debt for a while. So it took me time to recover from that. The losses that I made, the investment for that gold, everything had just gone. That person disappeared. I can't find him even up to now. But I learned to forgive myself. I forgave myself for everything that I did. I knew it was naive. I knew I was just learning. I had to see the lesson from that. So I learned lessons from that. And now, if something like that happens again, I'm going to make sure I follow the correct procedure. I'm not going to do corruption. I'm going to make sure everything is legit. I'm going to make sure that the person who I'm dealing with has the correct documentation, is allowed to sell that gold, and the transit is okay. I don't want that person to be in sales, to be dealing with issues with the police and whatnot. So what I'm trying to say here is that we need to be patient, even though we see that what we're going to get out of something is big. What we might think is a good idea isn't actually a good idea. When you see things are not working for you, you need to sit down and reflect. Think about everything. Sit and wait for an answer to come. Ask God for answers. Ask God. Sit down, pray, do whatever you do to talk to God, meditate. The answer will come to you clearly. And more often than not, the answer will contradict what you had thought was the best thing to do. So be patient on your journey. Everything is going to work out according to God's plan. Everything is just working out. Even though there are energies, there are people who want you to fail, they can't. Who are they? Who are they? They watch you. They watch you succeed. In the Bible, it says that He prepares a table in front of your enemies. They watch you feast. They watch you party. They'll see your status. They'll see your stories. They'll see you. You're going to get that recognition more than you even think you are going to get. You are going to get known by millions of people because your purpose is big. You are brought here to help people move to great heights. You are going to help people see themselves. You are going to help change the world by changing lives one by one. So you need to trust the process and trust that God has better plans for you. Don't rush into making any decisions. Just follow guidance, follow your intuition. Your intuition is going to tell you that what you're trying to do is wrong or what you're trying to do is right. But if you try to think logically, you are going to miss what your intuition is telling you to do. So be aware and just trust the process and know that God will give you the right answers at the right time. I love you. Bye.